Cruise lines have been quietly updating their banned items lists, and most passengers have no idea. Some of these rules make perfect sense. Some are surprisingly strict, and a few are the kind that can genuinely make people angry. That is why checking the fine print before you pack matters more than ever. In 2026, bringing the wrong item can mean delays, confiscation, extra charges, or a stressful start to your vacation. Here are the cruise items getting banned right now. One of the bans that still catches a huge number of passengers off guard is the ban on personal coffee makers. A lot of travelers think they are being smart by packing a small machine for the cabin, especially when coffee on board can feel overpriced. Carnival specifically lists coffee makers, pod machines, electric French presses, and similar appliances as prohibited items. If it has a heating element, there is a very good chance it will be flagged during security screening and pulled from your luggage. For cruise lines, it is a fire risk and an electrical safety issue. That surprises people because the items often seem harmless. A small coffee maker does not look dangerous. A compact pod machine feels like the perfect cabin upgrade. But once security sees that heating element on the X-ray belt, the decision is usually immediate. Your money-saving trick turns into a problem before the vacation has even started. On many ships, there are no exceptions for small personal appliances, no matter how new or expensive they are. The safer alternative is much simpler. Ask your cabin steward for hot water, which is often available at no extra charge. You can also pack a manual pour-over dripper or a non-electric French press and bring your own coffee. On most ships, the buffet coffee station is also available for much of the day. It may not be the perfect replacement, but it gets the job done without a visit from security. If you want to avoid expensive cruise mistakes like these, make sure to subscribe and do not forget to turn on the bell. These rules keep changing, and knowing them before you pack can save you money, stress, and a very bad start to your vacation. Travel steamers are another item many passengers assume will be allowed. People already know irons are banned, so a steamer feels like the safer solution. But that workaround has been closed for years. Carnival, Royal Caribbean, and Norwegian all ban travel steamers under the same general fire safety rules. From the cruise line's point of view, it is still a heating device, which means it falls into the same prohibited category as an iron. That can be frustrating for travelers who want to keep formal wear looking presentable, but there are still ways around it. Wrinkle-resistant clothing is the easiest solution. Hanging clothes in the bathroom while you take a hot shower can also help relax light creases. And if needed, most ships offer pressing services for a small fee, which is usually far cheaper than losing your steamer at the terminal. Portable immersion heaters are also completely off the table. These small coil devices may look harmless, but they are one of the easiest items for security to spot. Because the heating element is exposed, they are considered an even greater safety risk. If you want hot water for tea, instant coffee, or oatmeal, your best option is still to request it from your steward or use the hot water stations in the buffet area. Bring your own tea bags or instant packets, and you still get the convenience without the confiscation. Parents are often surprised by this one. Royal Caribbean has banned Wi-Fi baby monitors because they can interfere with onboard communication systems. That means a device you packed for peace of mind could be taken at boarding. The safer option is to use the cruise line app and its onboard messaging features. Many major lines now offer app-based messaging and cabin-to-cabin communication tools. Some audio-only monitors may still be tolerated on certain lines, but policies vary, so checking before you pack is essential. Travel routers are another popular item that now causes problems. Many passengers bring them to split one internet package across several devices and avoid paying for a more expensive plan. Cruise lines have caught on. Carnival, Royal Caribbean, and Norwegian all prohibit personal routers, and personal Starlink devices are also on the banned list. Cruise lines say these devices can interfere with ship systems and create cybersecurity concerns. Some passengers have even reported routers being removed from checked bags after screening. That is what makes this ban so frustrating. People bring routers because ship internet is expensive and often limited by device count. Cruise lines are now actively looking for rogue networks, so trying to outsmart the system can backfire fast. Budget for the proper multi-device package before you board. It costs more, but it is better than losing your device and still ending up without the connection you wanted. In some cases, confiscated gear may not be returned until the end of the sailing. Smart glasses are also becoming a concern. They may look like normal sunglasses, but they can record video without other passengers or crew realizing it. That is why some cruise lines are limiting where they can be used, especially in sensitive onboard areas. In port, they may be less of an issue, but inside the ship, around pools, and anywhere recording is restricted, they can quickly become a problem. This is one of those rules that is only likely to get stricter as wearable tech becomes more common. Bluetooth speakers are now getting much more attention too. Carnival has prohibited them, even inside cabins. The official reason is that passengers need to be able to hear emergency announcements, though the rule also helps reduce noise complaints. Bluetooth white noise machines can fall into the same category. Even if you only plan to use one quietly in your room, security may still treat it as a banned device. Earbuds and headphones are usually the safer choice, and the old walkie-talkie trick is no longer a reliable backup plan. Cruise lines such as Royal Caribbean and Norwegian are restricting walkie-talkies for the same reason they restrict wireless baby monitors. Even low-power radio devices can interfere with emergency communication systems. More lines are deciding it is easier to ban the devices outright than deal with the risk. For families and groups, the better option is to rely on the ship app, set meeting points, and keep communication simple. One rule that upsets many loyal cruisers involves gifts for crew. A lot of repeat passengers like to bring homemade treats as a thank you for their room steward or favorite staff member. But several major cruise lines, including Norwegian, now prohibit homemade food and outside restaurant food as crew gifts. The official reasons include health rules and customs concerns. There is also a practical reason behind it that many passengers never think about. Some crew members have said they feel awkward refusing food, even when they do not want to accept it. A gift that seems sweet to the passenger can put the crew member in a difficult position. A better choice is a sealed packaged treat, a small box of chocolates, a local snack from your home country, or a handwritten note. Those options still feel personal, but nobody ends up dealing with an awkward exchange. Alcohol rules are also being enforced more strictly. Some passengers try to get around the rules by bringing boxed wine, assuming it is no different from a bottle. Cruise lines disagree. Boxed wine is harder to inspect, easier to tamper with, and more difficult to control once opened. That makes it a much bigger target at security. Many lines still allow a standard sealed bottle of wine per adult, but beer, liquor, and hard seltzers are usually banned. Showing up with boxed wine is a good way to start your cruise, with a confiscation instead of a balcony drink. If you want to play it safe, stick with the exact allowance listed by your cruise line and do not try to get creative. If this is already saving you from a few expensive mistakes, take a second to like the video. It really helps, and it lets us know you want more cruise tips like this. Backpacks are another item more travelers are being warned about. On some cruise lines, large bags are no longer welcome in formal dining rooms, specialty restaurants, and certain evening venues. That may sound minor, but it can become a real hassle when you come back from shore and head straight to dinner. The issue does not stop on board. Some ports and historic attractions also have bag size restrictions, and passengers have been turned away for carrying bags that were too large. Tender operations can be another problem, since smaller boats often have limited space. A lightweight foldable day bag is usually the safest option. Keep it small enough to carry anywhere, and leave the larger backpack in your cabin before evening plans. Even cabin decor can create an issue if you are not careful. The upside-down pineapple has become widely recognized as a symbol that can attract the wrong kind of attention on a cruise ship. What some passengers think is a harmless tropical decoration can quickly become awkward. Because of the confusion it causes, some cruise lines have moved to restrict it. If you want to decorate your door, it is smarter to stick with simple nautical themes, beach designs, or something that cannot be misunderstood. And then there is one of the most common packing mistakes of all: outlet extenders and multi-plug devices. Many passengers pack them because cabins often have very few outlets. But cruise lines, especially Royal Caribbean, have been tightening the rules on these devices for years. Even units that look harmless can be banned if they include standard plug sockets or surge protection. Cruise lines say they can overheat and create electrical risks, especially on older ships. The better alternative is a USB-only hub without surge protection. It may not be as flexible, but it is far less likely to end up in the naughty room. Drones are one of the clearest examples of how much stricter cruise policies have become. Some lines, including Carnival and Norwegian, do not allow passengers to bring them at all. Others may let you carry one, but only if it is checked with security and never used on board. Even then, bringing a drone ashore is not automatically safe. Port laws vary from country to country, and using one in the wrong place can lead to fines, confiscation, or legal trouble. For most travelers, a phone or action camera is the far easier option. Pool floats are another thing many people pack without thinking twice. Inflatable rings, pool noodles, and oversized novelty floats may seem harmless, but cruise ship pools are usually strict no-float zones. With limited space and no lifeguards, cruise lines treat them as a safety issue. Staff will often remove them quickly, especially during busy pool hours. If flotation is needed, life vests are usually the only acceptable alternative, and many ships provide them. So, if you packed that giant flamingo, it is probably going to stay deflated. Some of the biggest problems are not even caused by ship rules. They come from the ports. Reef-safe sunscreen is becoming essential in more destinations, including Hawaii, the United States Virgin Islands, and parts of Mexico. Sunscreens with certain chemicals can damage coral reefs and marine life, and local authorities may enforce those rules more seriously than passengers expect. In some places, using the wrong sunscreen can mean fines, denied beach access, or trouble on an excursion. Packing reef-safe sunscreen from the beginning is the easiest way to avoid that problem. It protects your skin, and it protects the place you came to enjoy. Cash gambling outside the casino can also cross a line. A casual card game between friends may seem harmless, but once real money is involved in a lounge, buffet, or pool area, it can violate cruise policy. Cruise lines have to follow international gambling laws, and they also want to avoid disputes between passengers. If you want to keep things simple, play for fun, keep the stakes out of it, or take the game to the casino where gambling is actually allowed. One of the most troubling policy changes affects passengers who use wheelchairs. Some cruise lines, especially in the United Kingdom market, are taking a stricter stance on mobility aids and cabin requirements. In some cases, passengers who arrive with a wheelchair but did not book the correct accessible cabin are being denied boarding, even if the chair folds. Cruise lines say the rule is tied to emergency procedures and the need to make sure staff can assist safely if something goes wrong. For travelers, though, it can feel like a harsh surprise. After months of planning, being turned away at the terminal over a cabin rule is the last thing anyone expects. That is why this is one policy passengers should never assume they understand. If a wheelchair or other mobility aid is involved, it is worth checking the cruise line policy carefully and calling ahead to confirm everything is in order before sailing. Better to sort it out before you leave home than discover the problem at the dock with a packed suitcase. Cruise vacations are supposed to feel easy, but one overlooked item can create problems before the trip even begins. These banned items are not just minor details buried in the fine print. They can mean confiscations, delays, extra costs, awkward conversations, missed excursions, or even being denied boarding altogether. And because cruise lines keep updating their rules, many passengers are still packing based on what used to be allowed instead of what is allowed now. Before you zip up your suitcase, take a few minutes to check the latest policy for your cruise line and your itinerary. That small step can save you a lot of stress at the terminal, at the security desk, or later in the cruise when an item suddenly becomes an issue. If this helped you avoid a costly mistake, leave a like, subscribe, and do not forget to turn on the bell. And if you have ever had something confiscated on a cruise, share your story in the comments. Cruise smart, cruise safe, and we will see you in the next one.